Portland in the white, moving right to left. The Breakers in the home blue, left to right. And we are underway at Harvard Stadium in Boston. It is overcast and very chilly for May 28th. It's about 48 degrees in Boston right now. So these two teams will be a little bit cold on the field as Breakers trying to turn a quick turnover into an opportunity as Jazmyne Reeves corrals the pass on the near right side. Going against Emily Menges. And right off the bat, the Breakers will have a corner kick.
Looks like Bianca D'Agostino's heading over there to take it for them.
Breakers in the midst of a 5-game homestand. So far 0-3. And in a spurt of 7 of 9 games at home. We've talked about every single one of these broadcasts having to try to take advantage of these home games early in the year. They haven't done so yet. D'Agostino with the corner right in the middle of the box, and that shot goes way up high and out of play. Julie King has scored this season.
She almost scored last game. It was called back, though. That would have been her second pro goal, second on the year as well.
Again, a turnover, and the Breakers look to move up the field. Jazmyne Reeves. The cross gets through to the 6, tapped in and scored. And the Breakers take a 1-0 lead in the second minute. And the goal, I believe, scored by Kem Ezerike. Her first professional goal. Mark that one down for sure.
University of Michigan Wolverine.
So right within the first couple of minutes, the changes in the starting lineup pay right off. Jazmyne Reeves with the cross, got through there, and Ezerike tapped it in.
Perfect cross right across the goalie's blind side, and she's there to put it away. And there's the spark we were talking about. And now this is the part where the Breakers have struggled this season, is keeping a lead once they have it.
Second minute, Ezerike scores her first professional goal. And she's the career leader in goals at Michigan, so she's used to scoring.
Yep, she's the number 8 overall draft pick this year as well.
Jazmyne Reeves with her first assist.
And so far this season, the Thorns have only given up 6 goals in 8 games, so there's their 7th goal they've given up.
Yeah, very strong defensive team.
Definitely.
Are the Thorns. This one will roll all the way out. Be a goal kick for Alyssa Nair.
Coach Durkin's probably feeling pretty good about his decision right now.
So far, so good. Of course,
Yeah.
it's already only less than 4 minutes, but to get a goal in that first 2 minutes of play, and that was coming off the first really time down the field. They gained the corner kick and had a shot. Here's Jessica McDonald, plays it back. And now a long pass ahead. And again, Nair, this time will be able to take control of it very easily and move it along. It'll come all the way to Chelsea Stewart. Stewart with the right foot. And the pass easily taken back by Portland and turned over again. Jazmyne Reeves for D'Agostino, and looking to go to the middle of the field to Jones. That pass intended for Allie Long, knocked away. Excuse me, into Fitzgerald. McDonald. There's no Fitzgerald. I don't know who Fitzgerald is. Sorry about that. Random name in my head.
It's the cold.
Can't blame it on that. It's not that bad. We are behind.
It is for me.
We are behind a window, a pane of glass. D'Agostino for Reeves, bringing it out wide, trying to tap it by the defender. Menges This time Menges takes it
Nice
away.
job defending that.
21-year-old, played collegiately at Georgetown. Emily Menges has started all 9 games for Portland. As you see, Bianca D'Agostino, who was starting her first game of the year, has appeared now in 6. As Qatar with the free kick. It was a foul on Boston. Allie Long being harassed there by D'Agostino. If you just tuned in, you missed it, 2nd minute. Goal scored by Kem Ezerike from Jazmyne Reeves as the Breakers on top 1-0. Portland playing in its 3rd match in the last 8 days. Breakers playing their 3rd and 10.
So quick turnaround for both teams.
This goes out for a Boston throw-in. Portland played on Saturday. The Breakers here on Sunday. Throw-in from Stewart, intended for Reeves, got headed away. Kat Whitehill steps up to head it forward. Bouncing around now. Courtney Jones looking for it. Portland has not had any offensive pressure yet in the first 7 minutes of this one. Allie Long trying to one-touch that forward to McDonald. Now the foul called on Boston. Free kick here for Amber Brooks. Gets her right foot into it, sending it all the way to the top of the 6 where Alyssa Nair makes the play. Portland, of course, the defending champions of the NWSL. Winning in the inaugural season last year. As Ungerer comes out of the box to then tap it in and be able to pick it up. Thorns are so far undefeated on the road, 2-0-2 the record. Both of the Thorns' losses this year have come at home, where without a doubt they probably have the best home field advantage in the entire league in terms of definitely crowd support. I believe this past weekend it was 14,000 about in attendance.
Oh.
Here's Courtney Jones. Taps it to Reeves.
Just looking for a 1-2 there.
Chelsea Stewart playing in her 3rd game, 3rd start for the Breakers. On the near side, Kat Tarr battling with Stewart. And Tarr gets called for the foul. She had a handful of Stewart's jersey. Stewart, 24 years old, from Denver, Colorado.
And this will be Boston's first free kick of the game.
Stewart, a member of the Canadian national team, has made more than 40 appearances for Canada. It's Kat Whitehill tees it up. Trying to send it towards the far side of the box. Got headed out and rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Boston throw-in. Breakers again. Heather O'Reilly, Leanne Sanderson, Joanna Lohman, among others, not in the starting lineup today for the first time all season.
It's working out for them so far, so good, though.
2nd minute goal. Ezerike from Reeves. Pass center to Sinclair. And And that gets tapped out of bounds as McDonald couldn't control it. Ezerike setting it into space, letting Reeves go after it. Ungerer comes way out to clear it. Stewart plays it back for King. King trying to connect with Jones. Portland takes it. Menges will play it back for Ungerer. Pass connects on that far sideline.
Nice job switching the fields there.
Farrelly had it knocked away. Ezerike takes it. Ezerike looking for an option and leaves it off instead.
Ezerike earned her first cap with the Canadian women's national team this March, so just recently. Not too long ago.
March the 5th at the Cyprus Cup. Tarr able to play it forward. McDonald trying to go after it. King got there first. Stewart with a little bit of a miss hit. Portland trying to take advantage. Can't do so. Coming out of the pack with it, D'Agostino. D'Agostino gets right back in there to knock it, have it deflect out, and it was last touched by the foot of Allie Long. Ashley Groves sending a wide there to the far side, but Maddie Evans couldn't track it down.
It's a good idea, just a little too hard there.
So other than the goal, Catherine, what have you seen from really, new players for the most part out on the field for Boston?
Coach Riley said all week that they knew this would be a tough game. They didn't think Boston would be easy. I don't think he thought this was the starting lineup he'd be facing necessarily, but again, that spark we've been looking for. I just think that there's kind of a change in their attitude on the field tonight. These players want to earn a playing time, even a starting position at that. So
you have to wonder how players like O'Reilly and Sanderson, Lohman feel on the bench right now, watching it, because they're probably itching to get back on the field.
Sure, I'm sure that's part of the reason why he did it, is to light a fire underneath them. But I think at the end of the day, too, you want your team to have success. So I'm sure they're happy that they have a lead, and if they come away with a win tonight, I'm sure they'll be happy. But it'll be an interesting week of practice after this, and then for the next game to see what will happen.
Free kick here for the Breakers. To the top of the box, got headed out. We're in the 14th minute, 1-0 Boston. Second minute goal scored by Cam Ezerike, assisted by Jazmyne Reeves. That one played through. Jessica McDonald at the edge of the box, gaining control. Avant lost her footing, left foot got blocked. That was King. Trying to connect there, deflects to Jazmyne Reeves. As Ezerike streaking down the middle of the field. Reeves makes the pass to D'Agostino. D'Agostino trying to go to her right. And good defense from behind to take it away. Chelsea Stewart steps up to keep things alive. And Qatar gets it away. It'll be out for a Boston throw-in, but Breakers able to keep the pressure on. Stewart with the right foot to the top of the box. Ezerike trying to turn with it. Being chased by Courtney Nemec. Long range shot goes wide. It'll be a Portland goal kick, but without a doubt, these first 15 minutes, a much different Breakers team on the field right now.
Yeah, it's been in the Portland side of the field for most of this game so far.
Round, and cleared out from the box by Avant.
That was a scary moment for the Breakers there.
McDonald was looking for her 6th goal of the season there.
You know, on the flip side, too, this probably isn't the starting lineup that the Thorns thought they'd have coming into this season. There's still a handful of players that, you know, haven't started or coming from international play or coming back from injuries, including Alex Morgan, obviously. And, you know, somehow they still have a 4-1-2 record with the players they didn't necessarily think that they'd have starting this season.
You have McDonald on the throw-in for Portland. Whitehill gets up, heads it out. That gets deflected up and coming down on the near side. And Portland will have the throw-in right there at the corner. Allie Long with the cross, and a good job again defensively, this time by Julie King. Left foot cross to the far post, going up for the header attempt, McDonald. Goal kick here for Nair. So the Thorns finally able to get some offensive pressure. The last couple of minutes after the Breakers dominated the first 15 minutes. Alongside former Breaker Catherine Donnelly, I'm Scott Sudikoff. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup here, Portland and Boston. On a chilly spring evening in the city of Boston.
It certainly doesn't feel like spring. Feels like winter.
48 degrees we had at game time. Now down to 46, so not too much worse. Have a throw in for Boston on the far side. Breakers scoring in the 2nd minute. Kem Ezerike from Jazmyne Reeves. As Jazmyne Avant will throw it in. Avant did not play the last 2 games after starting the first 5. Reeves had Ezerike there, but
A little too much on that pass.
blocked down by Avant. Able to get by Long. Breakers will switch fields with it. Chelsea Stewart trying to play it along, gets it to D'Agostino. Now a race for the ball, Jones against Menges. Menges wins it for the time being. Jones trying to keep her trapped there in the corner. It will be a goal kick now for Ungerer. Misconnection on that pass gives the possession back to Boston. King sends it forward. Reeves going up for it. Can't make the play.
Thorns just having a tough time getting out of their end. There they go, switching the field now.
Avant comes over to knock that one out. And now Boston be whistled for a foul. Portland only 2 goal scorers on the season. McDonald with the 5. The other 4 scored by Allie Long. As Long here with the free kick. McDonald went up for it, couldn't get ahead on it. Now here's Angie Kerr, plays it into the box. At the top, Farrelly plays it out for Long. Now along the edge of the box, the cross goes off of Avant. And that'll be a corner kick for Portland. Allie Long second in the league in corner kicks with 48 coming into today's game. 4 goals, 1 assist. That deflects way outside of the box, and D'Agostino races after it on the far sideline, keeps it in. Plays it along, intended for Reeves, and got deflected out by Farrelly. Maddie Evans gets it to Grove. Grove away from Long. Ashley Grove looking to set up a pass. Desirike with a left foot wide of the post.
Almost with her second of the night.
See, Ungerer had a little bit of direction for her teammates after that went wide. McDonald knocked out by Avant. McDonald, 26 years old, played at North Carolina. 5 goals leading Portland this year.
And that's pretty impressive considering she only had 3 in total in the whole season last year. So
D'Agostino. Letting Avant go get it. Evans back to Avant. Now for Ashley Grove. D'Agostino turning back to the middle of the field. Reeves gives it to Jones, trying to streak towards the net. Comes all the way back to Avant. Now Evans. And Avant overlaps. Get the throw in for Boston. Evans keeping it alive for Courtney Jones. Jones into the box, right-footed shot, the save, and Reeves will put it in. 2-0 Boston.
you can see the joy in their face. This feels good to get another one under their belt right now.
Reeves with the assist on the first goal, scores here to make it 2-0 Boston.
You could feel a goal leading up to that, though. The Breakers had great possession. No, not forcing anything, connecting really well, and she does a good job following it up there to put it away.
Ungerer made the save on the initial shot there. And then on the rebound, couldn't do much to stop the second chance. 2-0 Breakers.
Historically, the Breakers have outscored Portland 6-2, all time. And like I was telling you before the game, they've scored at least 2 goals every time they've played them, which, we didn't know if that would happen tonight, but there you go. There's 2.
It's one of those things you've kind of washed away because it's many different players on the field
Yeah,
right now.
For sure.
As Kat Tar looking to cross it and gains the corner kick.
You hear it so many times, though. 2-0 is, one of the scariest leads to have in soccer. So a true test for the Breakers and, these fresh faces to not give up a goal in the next few minutes.
I don't know. I would argue 1-0 would be a little scarier. I do understand what it means, though, is at the top of the sixth. Portland trying to get right back into it. Nair on the ground, able to cover it up.
There's the first test.
It's the problem sometimes with a 2-0 lead is you tend to rest on your laurels a little bit, let the other team get some momentum, score a quick goal, and then things completely change from there. And Portland almost played to that script right there, almost able to put one in almost immediately after the second goal by Boston. D'Agostino ahead for Reeves. A lot of space for Jazmyne Avant now. Avant will take it, streaking up the far sideline. Now cuts it back in. Right foot serving it towards Courtney Jones. Portland looking to do something here. Good pass to Angie Kerr. Kerr looking for the shot. Grove with Sinclair coming after her. Reeves plays it to the near side for Stewart. Now Stewart will just send it down to Ungerer. Reeves looking for the turnover. D'Agostino gets in the way, ahead for Reeves. Reeves plays it into space for Courtney Jones. She's onside. Jones with a right foot, high and wide.
She wants to get that one back. That was a great run by Courtney Jones, though.
Jones looking for her second goal of the season. It stays 2-0 Breakers for the time being in the 29th minute. Jessica McDonald on the run against King. McDonald cuts it inside of the box, taps it over. The left-footed shot blocked down.
The ref gets in the way a little bit there.
Portland, I think, calling for a handball as Long will send that wide. Another look at the shot. This is the Courtney Jones shot just a few moments ago. She had her spot picked. Nair lets that one bounce to her. And they'll whistle a foul on Kat Tar for her hand in the back of D'Agostino. Breakers scored in the second minute as Enrique from Reeves, and then Reeves scored in the 25th minute to make it 2-0 Breakers. Allie Long against two Breakers, trying to work her way through. Popped loose for D'Agostino. Grove, play it back for Avant. Avant up the center of the field. Trying to play it through as Jones made a run. It gets deflected to the near side. D'Agostino and Reeves. Reeves to D'Agostino. Reeves with the cross. Gets headed out from the top of the 6. D'Agostino trying to volley that one, but couldn't get her foot on it well enough. Evans got to it first for Boston, but turned it over to Angie Kerr. Fairly to Kerr. Kerr chips it out to the far side edge of the box. King knocked it away first. As they battle there, Courtney Nemec along with King. Is Enrique to Reeves. Had trouble with it initially. We'll play it back.
Nice job switching fields there by Maddie Evans.
Here's Stewart. D'Agostino. Jones. Stewart can't control it along the sideline, heading into the corner. And it's a goal kick. Jones turning to the middle of the field, gets it to D'Agostino. Trying to connect with Reeves. Now Portland trying to turn it into offense. McDonald's pass is off target. Stewart, the long pass. Reeves not there in time.
Well played by Marshall, back to the goalie there.
Fairly. Bounces around a bit. Long. Gets it to McDonald. McDonald has Sinclair entering the box in the middle of the field. And that will be a corner for Portland.
And Sinclair, oddly enough, hasn't scored yet this season, so she's looking for her first goal in the season tonight as well.
She's played every minute so far for Portland. She is third in the league in shots on goal. As Allie Long will take the corner kick.
You know, Coach Riley also said coming into the match tonight that he's really looking for his midfield.
Well, that goes all the way through, and that shot goes up high. Got deflected, I believe. Amber Brooks, a great-looking play there from Portland. They had a couple players let it go purposely. And you had Brooks sneaking in and have the corner kick now from the near side. Take a look at this. And Kerr let it go. Fairly let it go, and that left it for Amber Brooks. This corner kick is cleared out by Enrique. Deflects off the stands and back into the field of play, but it'll be a Portland throw-in. Jones had it taken by Menges. Now Farrelly. Play it back for Nikki Marshall. Trying to go onto the far side of the field. Maddie Evans got in the way. Bounces back down for Portland. Comes back to the near side now. Kat Tarr. D'Agostino with the slide tackle. Plays it down the sideline as Enrique will have Menges knock it out of bounds. as Enrique. Marshall will help protect Ungerer there with Jazmyne Reeves coming after it. Into the 36th minute of play. Breakers led 1-0, less than 2 minutes into this one. As Enrique from Reeves, and then Reeves, about 23 minutes later, made it 2-0 Breakers. Portland looking to get on the board. Across there, Evans will kick it out. Heather O'Reilly, Leanne Sanderson, Joanna Lohman not starting in this one for the Breakers for the first time all season. As Coach Tom Durkin shaking things up, and it's worked out so far.
Here's another corner kick for Portland.
It'll be their 4th. Portland had 7 corner kicks on Saturday against Sky Blue. 1-0 loss. It comes down McDonald with a free open side of the net there because
wide open there.
Nair was really far outside of the 6, but the Breakers defensively, though, were lined up to make sure she didn't really have a clear view of the goal and couldn't get something off clean. Leads to another corner kick, though. McDonald with the header. Nair got her hand on it.
That was a close one. And they'll have another corner kick out of it.
3 in a row now for Portland. Knocking on the door. McDonald had it perfectly placed.
Perfectly placed. And here's a short corner kick for them now.
Amber Brooks thought about teeing one up there. Nikki Marshall gets hit hard by Courtney Jones. And Jones will pick up the yellow card. That'll be her 4th of the year.
I was going to say, she's had a couple so far.
Marshall, a little look up at her. Now Portland has a free kick. See if they can take advantage. Try for McDonald's header again. That was up over the crossbar. I don't think Nair got a piece of it.
No, it'll be a goal kick.
They ruled that she didn't. First of 3 meetings between these two teams this year. The next one will be in Portland, July the 20th. Before the two teams play here again on August 10th. And with this brief little, I guess, timeout on the field, Cal Whitehill.
Sure what's going on? She's not happy about it.
Having an argument with.
Maybe saying she has to put her gloves on the sideline. She has to come off to do that because she took her gloves off.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen before. So I guess I'll be man down for.
Well, she's back on.
Oh,
already.
is she? Okay.
She's already back. All she had to do was just put her gloves down and come back in. Courtney Jones against Marshall on the far side. Goes out of bounds for a Boston throw-in. I was going to say that the July 20th game will be the first game on the new NWSL ESPN package. It'll be on ESPN2.
Very exciting.
Sunday, July 20th in Portland.
Here comes Jones.
Announced today. There will be 6 regular season games in the semifinals and the championship. Be on ESPN2 or ESPN3. And then we'll lone game the Breakers are in will be that one at Portland. Portland will have a couple of others.
There's a late call on that.
Foul going on Portland in the 41st minute. Whitehill served into the box, but not on target. Breakers playing 7 of 9 at home. This is game number 4 of 5 straight. They'll take on Washington this Sunday and then be at Kansas City before Washington and Seattle come to Harvard Stadium. Ezerike
taken down. Is that a red card?
A red card being issued.
Well, it could have been a clear scoring opportunity for the Breakers, so here's the replay. Oh, yeah.
Qatar issued the red card in the 42nd minute as Ezerike was streaking towards the box.
So this, I'm assuming, will be a direct kick. So I wouldn't be surprised if Whitehill tries to put this right on target. Portland has 5 people on the wall.
About 25 yards out for Cat Whitehill. And they'll go
way over.
Way out of play. But now Portland, player down the rest of the game. Has Qatar off on the red card in the 42nd minute. And the Breakers on top 2-0. Goals by Ezerike and Reeves.
Speaking of red cards, at least Devanna has one.
Yep, serving
this season as well.
Serving the suspension for this game.
Yep. So she'll be back after tonight as well.
'44th minute. D'Agostino takes it back upfield for Boston. To Jones. She ran into Farrelly there and lost it. McDonald. Try to tap it out there. It'll be a Portland throw-in for Emily Menges. Long plays it out to that far side.
We're into the last minute of regulation before stoppage time's announced.
Now Jones. Courtney Jones.
There's her speed.
Has Reeves to her right. Plays it through to Jazmyne Reeves. Going in on Onger with the right foot. Scores it for the 2nd time today. And it's 3-0 Boston.
It's a perfectly played ball by Jones and a perfectly placed shot by Reeves.
2 goals tonight for Jazmyne Reeves and an assist. This one coming in the 45th minute from Courtney Jones.
Nice chip there.
Breakers with 3 goals tonight. And entering the game, and only scored 7 on the year.
And if Coach Durkin wasn't smiling after the first goal, he's certainly smiling now.
As you've seen, Reeves and Ezerike and Reeves playing in her 4th game, Ezerike in just her 2nd game. Reeves, 22-year-old from Virginia Tech, college draft pick. Had 11 goals this past season for the Hokies. And we talked about Ezerike, the career leader in goals at Michigan, and just had her first appearance for the Canadian national team back in March. Paying dividends in the starting lineup here tonight. Game number 8 of the season. Breakers looking to break through. Not for their first win, but for their second win, of course, 1-6, but trying to snap a 4-game losing streak and pick up another win at home. 2 minutes of extra time. Portland going to try to get on the board. McDonald. And there's Nair to snare it. Breakers were shut out against Kansas City on Sunday, and then the lone goal they had the Sunday before against Chicago was a penalty kick goal. So it's been a while since in the flow of action the Breakers had scored. Almost 2 full weeks. And the whistle blows to end the first half.
Oh.
No, it is not to end the first half. What is it for?
I'm not sure. Looks like a free kick.
I think
Must have
Unger
missed that.
played the ball out of the box. I think
There's
that's
a lot of lines on this field, so
I think that is the chatter we're hearing down the press box here, and we've seen that happen here. And yes, there are a lot of lines on the field. We are aware. We can give you a breakdown of what all the lines are, but I don't think you all care.
Football,
You can tell the football
soccer,
ones for sure.
yeah.
2 different lacrosse lines. 2 different men's and women's.
Yep. Here's Whitehill. Sails over again.
And now
There we go.
the whistle to end the first half of play. Well, if you're Portland, it couldn't come soon enough, and if you're Boston, you kind of wish you were still playing, as the Breakers score 3 goals in the first half. Started in the 2nd minute, Kem Ezerike, and then Jazmyne Reeves adding 2 goals in the 25th and 45th minutes. First 2 goals of the year for Reeves, first goal of the year for Ezerike.